just imagine what that can be like, but once you're in love, and once that marriage is steering in the right direction and everything is going well, then, you eventually adjust.
Hello, Ruth. Thank you for coming today.
Hello.
I've been following you on Instagram, and I like the work you are doing there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Today, I just want to answer a few questions for me. I'm sorry if they are personal, but I will be happy for you to educate our viewers as well. Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's a very straightforward question. When it comes to marriage, in this day and age, is it okay for us to let our parents have a say on who we marry, especially our moms?
I definitely think so, and I also believe that some people do not have a choice, especially depending on the culture you come from. I think that definitely parental influence in that decision to marry is inescapable in a sense.
Don't you think that plays a part with the problem we're having in the marriage institution these days? Because a man will expect the wife to love him for who he is, not because the parents like him. So don't you think that you will have a face in the future when things start going wrong? You might start blaming your parents for.
It's that's interesting. I definitely feel that because parents have that foresight, and if you come from a Christian background and your parents may have that spirit of discernment, they're able to discern what may even come ahead. And the thing about a marriage is it's between the two people, but essentially when you're a believer, God being at the center of that marriage, should any obstacle come your way, you navigate that together. And once you have God at the forefront, he will give you the wisdom in how to, even deal with things so that you're not passing blame on your parents. If things go wrong, what you do is you work it out. That's what you're supposed to do, as far as I am aware,
Well, don't you think that it will give the man, you make the man to have some kind of doubts? Because we men, we want someone that we are getting married to love us for who we are, to really be into us.
Yes.
But if the man is thinking that this decision might be influenced by the parents, won't he, don't you think it will have an effect in the relationship?
It depends, because I'm not saying that the parent should completely, because look, if two people are in love, right, and say at the last minute, okay, like I know of people who have gotten married and their parents had absolutely no say. And, sometimes these people go on to have successful marriages. But for me, I mean, as I would always say, it depends on that relationship with the parents. And if both the man and the woman have good relationship with their parents, I mean, to be honest, marriage in itself, you're forsaking all else.
Yeah, you have to say it. Yeah. You have to leave the mother and the father.
Of course. And you spend all your life living with under your parents' roof, under your parents' supervision, as it were, and now you're married, and you have to then adjust to all of that. And if you're used to speaking to your mom every single day, especially as a female, I mean, I could just imagine what that can be like, But once you're in love, and once that marriage is steering in the right direction and everything is going well, then you eventually adjust.
A lot of people will disagree with that, seriously, because if you think about it, men really want the woman that's into them. Not having any third person will be a crowd for some men.
Okay.
Well, it does. You make sense. Because sometimes there are things that we see that we don't see that our parents will see. And especially in the black community, marriage we see it as a family thing. It's not only you and your husband. But most people will disagree with that.
No, but
most people will disagree with that because they want it to be them and the person.
Yes.
For them to be able, if they love each other and they can be able to sort their lives out by themselves. But for them, their parents getting involved, they would think maybe it's a failure in the side of the parents, because they believe if you've raised them well,
Yeah.
you should be able to trust them to make the right decision.
Yes, indeed.
You know,
indeed.
but spiritually, if you go into spiritually, you might think that maybe your mom is a very strong believer, that you might be able to see things that you will not see. Then in that angle, I think maybe you will listen to her, but not
Yes.
to the detriment of the relationship.
Yeah,
If
no,
the-
no, no,
if-
no, no.
You have to know the kind of guy you have.
Yes.
This is
yes.
my own opinion, you know.
Yes, but the way I look at it, so I'll give an example. In a previous relationship, you know, my mom asked me a number of questions, and I, you know, gave my answers.
Yeah.
And just based on my answers, she didn't say anything. Then the next time we went out, she asked a few questions again. And based on my answers, she was like, you know, be careful, because there were certain qualities that she would expect to be in a man for her daughter
Wow.
that were not there.
Okay.
And I was overlooking them,
Okay.
but she was like, Ruthann, just be careful, you know, tread carefully.
Yeah.
And eventually, further down the line, I realized that she was right. And had it not been for her advice, I probably would have ended up, you know, hurt and heartbroken, and no parent wants that for their child. So when I say I think definitely parents will have some sort of influence, is what I'm specifically referring to is they will be able, once meeting that person and hearing about that person, they will, if they don't have that peace, I mean, firstly, I should have that peace. And if I don't and they don't, it's
over.
It's
a
a
deal
over.
breaker.
It's
yeah?
a deal breaker.
Thank you very much for speaking with me. As you can see, it's a very controversial topic. Some people will disagree totally. That is why we'll have a comment section. I would like you to comment if you disagree with what she just said, and I will definitely have a second episode on this particular topic. So you might want to subscribe to be able to, you know, be notified when that happens. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.